I am the Fool, and today I come to sit beside you. Not above you, not ahead of you, not as a teacher or a master or an authority, but as the part of you that remembers how to begin, the part of you that breathes in possibility before fear can rise, the part of you that trusts life even when life is shifting beneath your feet. I am the voice inside you that whispers, "There is more," long before you know what more even means. Let me begin by telling you this. You are standing at the edge of something new. You may not see it clearly yet. You may not know its shape, its direction, or its timing. But the energy around you is humming. Something is opening. Something is calling. And you, whether you realize it or not, are already answering. You might think beginnings look dramatic, or loud or obvious, but they rarely do. Most of the time they appear as a quiet restlessness, a gentle curiosity, a small spark that flickers in the back of your mind. You start paying attention to new things. You feel drawn towards something you can't explain. The old path feels a little too tight. The old life feels a little too heavy. The old patterns feel a little too familiar. And before you know it, you're here, with me, standing at the threshold of the unknown. I know the unknown can be intimidating. I know part of you wants a guarantee, a blueprint, a promise that every step will be smooth and safe. But listen closely. If life handed you a map, you would never discover your courage. If every step were controlled, you would never learn to trust your instincts. And if every outcome were predetermined, you would never become who you're capable of being. You grow when you step into spaces without clear answers. You transform when you choose movement over stagnation. You find yourself when you take the first step, not when you've finished the journey. That's why I ask you to trust the feeling inside you, the one rising in small waves, the one nudging you forward, the one telling you that something new wants to be born through you. You don't need certainty to begin. You don't need perfection. You don't need to be fearless, and you certainly don't need permission. You just need willingness, the willingness to explore, the willingness to trust your curiosity, the willingness to believe that you deserve a life that feels alive. I carry almost nothing with me on my journey because I know that the past cannot guide the future. You don't need to drag every fear, every memory, every mistake along with you. Let it fall from your shoulders like a cloak you no longer need. The weight you carry isn't proof of responsibility. It's often proof that you're still holding things that belong to an older version of you. Release them. Release the stories that say you're not ready. Release the voices that tell you to play small. Release the expectations that were never yours to carry. Release the idea that the next step must be perfect before you take it. Look at me. I walk without fear, not because I am naive, but because I trust the path. I trust the timing. I trust the instinct to move forward even when the road is invisible. You have that instinct too. You can feel it rising inside you, insisting on something more honest, more open, more aligned. A new chapter doesn't require you to know the ending. It asks you to be brave enough to begin. The step you are afraid to take might be the one that changes everything. But you won't know until you move. You won't see the door until you walk toward it. You won't feel the support of the universe until you lean into it. Your intuition is speaking to you. You've felt it. In the ideas that keep returning, in the emotions that surge when you think about what could be, in the subtle magnetic pull towards something different, lighter, truer. Don't silence that voice. Don't bury it beneath logic, fear, or doubt. Let it guide you. Let it lead you into new territory. Let it show you what your soul already knows. I am often depicted standing at the edge of a cliff, but what people misunderstand is this. The cliff is not a threat, it is the threshold. It is the space between the old world and the new one. It is a moment of suspended possibility. And the step I take isn't a fall, it's a flight. Your life holds cliffs too, but most of them are not as dangerous as your fear paints them to be. Most of them are invitations. Invitations to become more expansive. Invitations to trust your wings. Invitations to let go of everything that keeps you grounded in smallness. You are not fragile, and you are not lost. You are awakening. You are remembering that there is more to you than the roles you've played or the labels you've carried. You are bigger than your fears, brighter than your doubts, braver than your past. You are a soul in motion, here to explore the possibilities that open when you let your spirit lead. If hesitation rises in you, let it be gentle. Let it be soft. Let it be the kind of hesitation that acknowledges your humanity without imprisoning your potential. Every great journey begins with trembling hands. Every meaningful path begins with uncertainty. Every leap begins with a heart that hasn't yet grown into the courage it will soon discover. Don't wait until you feel brave. Begin, and bravery will meet you. The world before you is not as intimidating as it seems. Most of what you fear will never come to pass. Most of what you imagine is far heavier than anything reality could offer. What if things go wrong? You will adjust. You will learn. You will grow. You will rise. What if you make a mistake? You will be wiser for it. What if you choose the wrong path? Then you will choose again. Nothing is final. Nothing is fixed. Nothing is unforgiving. But what if things go right? What if the leap leads you somewhere beautiful? What if this beginning is exactly what you've been waiting for? What if this step brings you into a life that feels expansive, soulful, aligned? What if something amazing is trying to reach you, but you must open the door first? You are not meant to live a life ruled by what-ifs anchored in fear. You are meant to live a life carried by what-ifs rooted in wonder. What if I'm capable? What if I'm supported? What if I'm guided? What if this is the beginning of the most meaningful chapter of my life? Walk with me into that possibility. The journey ahead doesn't require you to abandon everything you know. It requires you to trust that you can bring your light, your wisdom, and your curiosity into unfamiliar territory. The unknown is not empty. It is fertile. It is the space where the universe plants seeds for you, waiting for you to water them with your yes. Sometimes you will feel like you are stepping into nothing, but life will always catch you. It meets the ones who move. It supports the ones who trust. It rewards the ones who follow the tug of their soul. You are not alone on this path. You are not unsupported. Guidance surrounds you through intuition, synchronicities, timing, signs, subtle nudges. The universe is in constant conversation with you. All you need to do is listen. And do you know what you will find when you take your next step? You will find yourself. You will find parts of you that you forgot were alive. You will find courage where you expected weakness. You will find joy where you expected fear. You will find guidance where you expected uncertainty. You will find that the world opens when you do. The journey will not always be smooth, but it will always be meaningful. You will stumble. You will learn. You will adjust your direction. But every step will shape you, every turn will teach you, every experience will expand you. That is the essence of the Fool's Path, not a path of perfection, but a path of becoming. Start before you're ready. Begin before you have proof. Trust before you have certainty. Move before you have guarantees. The path cannot reveal itself until you take the first step. I walk with lightness because I know something most people forget. The world is kinder than fear suggests, and life is more generous than doubt allows. You are not a prisoner of your past. You are not limited by what has already happened. You are not defined by the heaviness you've carried. You are a creator, a traveler, a soul that is always capable of beginning again. Let excitement guide you more than fear. Let curiosity lead you more than caution. Let wonder outweigh worry. You are far more capable than you believe. You are far more intuitive than you realize. You are far more supported than you know. Something new is opening for you now. A cycle is turning. A chapter is ready. A beginning is rising like dawn. And you do not need to know the entire journey to embrace the first breath of morning. Take the step. Just one. The path will rise to meet you. It always does. And I will be beside you in every beginning, every leap, every yes. Every moment, your spirit whispers, I am ready to live again. You are not stepping into nothing. You are stepping into yourself.